What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we have some great news as members from Team Crawford and members from the boxing world now have told me that they expect well-renowned former trainer of the year, possibly two-time trainer of the year this year, future Hall of Famer in my opinion, superstar trainer. He's a superstar trainer. And Brian Bomac McIntyre, who unfortunately in September, early September, was detained in the United Kingdom as he went over there to train British superstar middleweight title contender and son of a legend, Chris Eubanks Jr. He's the son of a legend and Chris Eubanks Sr. And this came after, just shortly after, obviously in July, his main fighter, 3-division undefeated world champion, former junior welterweight undisputed world champion, now the reigning welterweight undisputed world champion, superstar boxer, who is widely considered and acknowledged as the number one best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, in Terence Bud Crawford, as he has led Terence Bud Crawford to a record of 40 wins, no losses, no draw, 31 big wins by way of knockout, 36 years of age, 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach. Bomac has led Terence Crawford to being undisputed in 2 separate weight classes, the first male to do so. A record of 40 wins with no losses and no draws. And he's been teaching Terence Crawford since the Sandlot. And Bomac, he has a few other fighters that he's involved in. But he recently, on short notice, got involved with Chris Eubanks Jr. He was preparing Chris Eubanks Jr. for his highly anticipated rematch in the UK, as Chris Eubanks Jr. had surprisingly lost and got stopped. And Bomac helped train Chris Eubanks Jr. to get back into that win column and get his revenge back, right? So Chris Eubanks Jr., who is now 33 wins, 3 losses, no draws, 24 big wins by way of knockout. He's 34 years of age, 5'11" with a 73-inch arm reach. He took on and lost to Liam Smith, which was shocking that he got knocked out in the 4th round by Liam Smith, and then you realize it was an elbow involved. But that was back in January. And he was, that being Chris Eubanks Jr., was trained by legendary Hall of Fame iconic superstar boxer Roy Jones Jr. So he made the switch after witnessing Terence Crawford in the biggest fight of his career, on the biggest stage of his career, when he took on undefeated at the time, unified 3-belt WBA, WBC, IBF welterweight world champion superstar boxer Earl the True Spence Jr., who is now 28 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 22 wins by way of knockout, 33 years of age, 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach. This was supposed to be a 50-50 fight if there ever were one. A competitive fight. And it was a legacy on the line. The first undisputed 4 major sanction belt world champion was going to be crowned. And if Terence Crawford won, as he did, he'd be the first male to be undisputed in 2 separate weight classes. So a lot of history, and this fight has been being built for years. And the fight actually took place, and the only person in the world that said that this was going to be an easy fight, a dominant performance, and Terence Crawford was going to dominate this fight and beat Errol Spence easily and stop him, was Brian Bomac McIntyre. And guess what? The fight played out just like that. He dropped him in the 2nd round, twice in the 7th round, then stopped him in the 9th round. But he gave away the 1st round and the first half of the 3rd round. But from the 2nd half of the 3rd round on, Terence Crawford dominated the fight to the point where people thought that it should have been stopped in the 6th and the 7th round. And so with that said, Bomac, for his game planning and for the fact that Bomac saw this, as a possibility, and he was the only one that predicted the fight would play out like this, he became in high demand, right? And for one, Chris Eubanks Jr. for his rematch with Liam Smith, okay? And Bomac, on a short notice, I think it was like 3-week notice, to prepare for their September 2nd rematch, Bomac took the job. He trained Chris Eubanks in Las Vegas, and he flew out to UK to have this fight. And on his way back, he was detained for a firearm that he had in his luggage. And the UK is like 95% of the law enforcement don't even carry firearms. So with that said, now we have a situation where it was, according to reports, possibly his firearm, allegedly, but it was accidentally left in his luggage. But now it's been revealed that he did not fly over there, because many people thought that maybe he flew private over there, left it in his luggage and didn't realize it, and then on way back he flew commercial, and then they found it. But now we hear that he did not fly private over there. He flew commercial. So if he flew over there commercial, then how did he get it there? Right? For them only to find it coming back. So maybe he never unloaded his luggage going there, because they should have never let him get past the United States to get into the United Kingdom from number one. So he went to check in his luggage, and it was in his luggage, and they found it in the UK in the airport, and they detained him. And ever since then, Bomac, since the 5th or the 3rd of September, he has been detained. So he goes to court October 9th, which is really October 10th in the UK, and on Monday. And Bomac will be, apparently, according to the people I have talked to and spoken to, is expected to be released. Okay. Now he can possibly have a ban from the United Kingdom, right? So what I'm hearing is that he's going to have some sort of punishment from the United Kingdom as far as traveling back over there, but he can be released. So that's great news, because initially there's talks that Bomac could be facing up to 5 years imprisonment. So with that said, this is huge news. Now obviously we have to wait until Monday to have it official, because anything could happen from now to Monday, and they could decide to change their mind. But from my understanding, from what I'm being told, that they expect him to be released and head back to the States with a punishment. That punishment, I'm hearing, could be, a time frame where a suspension where he can't fly to the UK. I'm hearing that it can be a ban, lifetime ban, to go to the UK. Either which way, I'm sure Bomac will accept it and be able to be free and be able to be back in the States and finish out his career with Terence Bud Crawford. So this is huge news. It's great news. Everybody has been anticipating any new news that's dealing with this. And so this is great news that we have here now set forth in front of us, that it's expected that Bomac will be released and will be headed back home this week. Well, next week, right? Today is Saturday. By the time you guys see this, it'll be Saturday. So he'll be released on Monday, and he'll be heading back home. That's great news. And that's right in time for Terence Crawford rematch with Errol Spence, because it's being reported that Errol Spence has activated the rematch clause. He had 30 working business days to do so, and he did so. Terence Crawford gets to choose the weight in which the rematch take place, and he's going to get a bigger split of the pie. And so they're talking, at one point it was stated that they will be rematching in December. Steven Espinosa, Showtime president of sports, stated that no, he believes it's going to happen in 2024. Now 2024 can mean January, it can mean February, we don't know. So Steven Espinosa is saying that no, it's probably going to be in 2024. So we are already, again, Bomac will be going to court October 9th which is really October 10th to us, right? So it's already October. We already headed mid-October already, and there hasn't been, any updates that let us know, inform us of when the rematch is going to take place. So let's just see. But Bomac will be out to finish Terence Crawford's career. Hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes well, and we'll see on Monday. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. So all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.